Hey, what is going on, crypto people? Happy Tuesday to each and every one of you. It was a great game last night. I hope you caught that college basketball game with my boys putting in work. How about them Blue Devils? Listen, interesting time to be an early adopter in this new asset class that is the digital asset space. So I want to start off with some very, very encouraging news about the project that is leveraging the XRPL and is greatest asset in their management books is the asset XRP. That company will be called Ripple. It's great to see them doing some stuff. Listen, so I'm going to start this video off with some great stuff, some great news, and I'm going to end it with some very disturbing news. Some very disturbing news coming from XRP community members. Very disturbing. And I'm looking to call on XRP content creators as well in this video. So stay tuned to the end for that, for sure. So listen, guys, this is your XRP Ripple daily news in around 0 to 10 minutes. It says from CoinDesk, this is an article, and I saw something from Monica Long about this as well. Ripple to buy New York crypto trust company to expand United States options. This is some good stuff here. This is some good stuff. Standard Custody and Trust Company, which has a New York charter, will be the latest acquisition to grow Ripple's regulatory qualifications. Now remember, one PolySign owns Standard Custody, or Standard Custody owned PolySign, whatever. Ripple now has acquired Standard Custody and Trust Company. Remember, Ripple said they had those 4 pillars. One of them was compliance. The other one was what? Custody. I can only remember the 2 of the 4. I'm sure my guy Mickey B. Fresh remembers the other 2, but it was custody and compliance. Custody and compliance for the 4 pillars for 2024 and beyond for the company, for the monster, that the behemoth that is Ripple Labs, right? So that's really, really good. Really, really smart. Ripple, genius in motion. Ripple's acquisition plans to grab a company with a New York trust charter will expand the business it's allowed to conduct in the United States. Potentially letting it move beyond its well-known role as a payments network. It's smart, but Ripple's playing chess. Look, Ripple's playing chess, baby. Operation Choke Point is here. It's alive, sure. JP Morgan and the likes are doing their darndest to slow it down, to try and end it, sure. But Ripple's not giving up on their mission. They're not giving up. They pivoted without question, but not pivoted away. They just took on, right? They went down some other lanes, some other avenues, some other verticals, in addition to payments. You know, Peanut Butter Manifesto ain't working in this new asset class. It's the digital asset space. Right? So the deal, Ripple's second recent purchase of a custody business must still be approved by the New York regulator. So Ripple struck a deal to acquire Standard Custody Trust Company. The company said Tuesday, and in order to secure a New York trust charter and an ongoing expansion of its U.S. regulatory licensing. Right? Smart, smart. Despite Ripple's overseas focus and its high-profile legal clash with the United States Securities and Exchange Commission, which has so far mostly gone against the regulator, the global payments company is still trying to stretch its capabilities in the U.S. The limited purpose trust charter held in New York by the company Ripple will let it offer more in-house services, including to financial firms seeking to tokenize assets. Yes, let's go. Let's go. The company is trying to push beyond the payments network it's known for and into other financial products. other financial products in addition to payments, not walking away from payments. They took it on head on. They realized, hey, this is me saying this. You know, we do have these shareholders. We're not making, we're winning, but that doesn't mean we're making a lot of headway in this payments thing. We gotta get into some other verticals. Shareholders are, you know, twitching around in their seat, right? It was smart for Ripple to pivot into other verticals. Very smart. Again, for all the people who keep losing their mind, no one said Ripple failed at payments. Brad Kimes. No one said that. At least I've not seen that. They're winning, but they have not won yet. In any case, the limited purpose trust charter in New York by the company Ripple is buying will let it offer more in-house services, including to financial firms seeking to tokenize assets. The company is trying to push beyond the payments network it's known for and into other financial products in which their institutional customers can benefit from blockchain technology. Genius in motion. We want to offer more and more of these infrastructure pieces to these financial institutions, said Ripple President Monica Long in an interview with CoinDesk. We see this as giving us a lot of flexibility. She called it a long-term project. And she said Ripple is also still seeking to complete the rest of its U.S. money transmission licensing. Okay. Good stuff here. I'm not going to read all of it, but that's good stuff there. Flexibility. Love it. Love what they're doing. This is great stuff, right? You got to make headways in the U.S. Despite Operation Choke Point, drafted and written up and drafted by the top 6, 8, 3 banks who don't want Ripple to win, who are overseers of Congress and the regulatory bodies. People just don't seem to want to get that. The banking cartel is the overlord to Congress and the United States regulators. It's not the other way around. That is a deception. It's a guise. It's a sleight of hand. You got to get that. And Ripple is coming in and disrupting that goose that lays the golden egg, baby. Got to get the fight that you're in. It's cool to be behind Ripple. I'm behind Ripple, but you got to understand the fight that you're in. And you got to understand this ecosystem that you're trying to progress in is the digital asset space, and it's moving rapidly. Thank God Ripple is nimble enough to pivot along with it. Pivot when they need to pivot, not abandon. They haven't given up the payments thing. They're just adding more to the plate and going to other verticals. Love it. So here it is there. That's what I want to share. That's the good news. Now I'm going to share the very alarming and disturbing news coming out of the XRP community. This is something that came from Panos, developer, the XRPL ecosystem. This guy's building projects called Anados Finance. Longtime, community member, validator, I believe, as well. Right? He got an email today. The subject, I don't know what they call it. I think what they call it. What do I do when I write? I forget what they call it. I think it's the subject. The subject for this email is, "You goddamn idiot. You goddamn idiot." Now, I think what I'm going to do is give you, yes, what I'm going to do. This is, in my opinion, this email, in large part, well, let me preface this. The dude or dudette who wrote this email is 100% responsible for writing the email. They wrote it. Doesn't matter the private groups that they're in. that he or she is in don't matter. This person decided to write this email and is 100% responsible for it. But what I do and what I'm saying is it's because of an XRP content creator that this kind of nonsense is thought of as being okay. Okay, that it's okay to send this email to an XRP enthusiast XRPL ecosystem builder, and this person who wrote this email thinks it's okay. And I'm going to tell you why this person thinks it's okay, in my opinion. Because of an XRP influencer in the community, content creator called Brad Kime. Brad Kime's YouTube channel is Digital Perspectives. In this video here, titled Ripple Slant XRP Mt. Gox Payout, SEC Recent Hack, Fed Now, Go Live Date, right? All of that stuff in the title. In this video, okay, from Brad Kime's XRP content creator, there's one video. And in this video, a second, wait a minute, I got the wrong, oh, yeah, there. In this video, this is the second video. Why are people saying Ripple have failed? Ripple Slant XRP. Why are people saying Ripple have failed? So in this video and in this video. Now, I'm not going to play the videos because the audience doesn't deserve it. Now, if you choose to go listen to this on your own and hear the nonsense on your own, perhaps that'll give you a better perspective for what I'm saying. Okay, so there it is again. I'm going to hope to remember to put these links to the video in my video. I hope to remember to do it. Okay, again, why are people saying Ripple have failed? Digital Perspectives channel, Brad Kimes. And this video was the first video here. Laptop. I'm wearing the resources down of my little small Mac. The other video, Ripple Slant XRP, Mt. Gox Payout, SEC Recent Hack, Fed Now, ISO 2022. You got it, right? Those two videos. In those two videos, Brad Kimes, XRP content creator, an influencer, quote unquote, in the community. In those two videos combined, this is what he said publicly in the public airways about XRP community members. So XRP holders, XRP community members, community members. This is what Brad Kime said publicly in the airways. You ready? Losers. These people are losers. These cancel culture assholes. These people are dipshits and dum-dums. These people are malcontents. They're liars. And that's all of them there that I could put down, that I could stomach. Again, in between these two videos, on the public airways, this is what Brad Kime said. These people are losers, cancel culture assholes, dipshits, and dum-dums. These people, his words, these people, they're malcontents. They're liars. I posted about the first video, and I said I can no longer defend this dude's right to whatever. I can no longer defend him, right? This video is shameful. I put it on X. You can see it. Crypto Eddie shared this video, the first one. She shared a 3-minute segment of this dude saying these things, using these words about the XRP community. And 99% of the people missed her message. They missed it on the X. Which is why I posted what I posted on her post. I believe, again, let me say this again, the dude who wrote this horrible email. The dude or the dude who wrote this horrible email is 100% responsible for writing the email. But I would humbly submit to you, it's because of people like Brad Kimes espousing that that is okay to do. I can only imagine what's said in a freedom zone, quote unquote. I'm going to share with you some posts suggesting that the freedom zone is not so free to say what you want to say. I'm going to share that with you later. I'm going to try to go through this email. It's alarming, but you got to have some context. This is an email. Again, the subject line is "You goddamn idiot." Okay. You are trying to ruin the XRP ledger with your childlike ideas about blockchain. We don't need basement dev teams or garbage projects focused on NFTs. XRP does not need more developers. Brad Kimes said that in his video. We don't need more developers. Let me help you. Let me help your very average brain piece this together. XRP was made for the moment the US dollar crashes. When that happens, the banks will become the default UNL. Not garbage developers and idiots like we'd say when at XRPL Labs. They don't need an incentive other than their own existing business to run the nodes. Incentivizing the network while slowing it down to appease lone developers focused on the retail experience will destroy XRP's intended use case. Where have you heard that phrase? If people want that, go to XLM. That is literally who and what it was designed for. We, the goddamn world, need a payment-focused layer for all this to work. We say when and the Zoolander-esque Zahao crap are literally slowing down the progress of humanity. He is a college dropout that releases smartphone apps. He isn't Alan Turing. I don't know what that is. Who that? Oh, I got Alan Turing. Got it. I know what it is. Could you maybe get a clue and understand the bigger picture? 2,000 default nodes will come online when they aren't afraid to show their hand, just like a poker game. Just don't F the ledger up until then, okay? Just don't F the ledger up until then. I'm just tired of cursing. I get that every wannabe dev team on Twitter whines about their lack of business prospects, but the ledger was never meant to be the business. The ledger itself was not supposed to be the focus of business. It is the railway to conduct business. We'd say when et al. Are worthless whiners. Please don't echo their BS. Just move it to XLM, which it was meant for, which was meant for the small guys. That's the email to Panos, developer, billing on the XRPL. Loves the XRPL. Billing Anadol's Finance on there. And I believe is a validator. Right? Crypto has done numerous videos about him and his project. Right? That's the email. And I humbly submit to you. Again, I'm not going to play these videos. If you want to listen to them, you can listen to them. I told you the titles. Hopefully I'll remember to put them in the link in the description of this video. But again, let me read what was said by Brad Kimes in a combination of these two videos. These people are losers. And again, this is because of people disagreeing with him and his narrative. And this is coming from a dude who runs and advocates for something called the Freedom Zone. I'm going to put it into that nonsense here in a second. It's important to reiterate that this is coming out of the mouth of an XRP content creator, slant influencer, to the XRP community. These losers, these cancer culture assholes, these dipshits and dum-dums, right? I wrote these things down. These people are malcontents and they're liars. You understand the responsibility that comes with being an influencer and content creator? There is a measure of responsibility. I get freedom of speech, but with freedom of speech comes responsibility and accountability. I personally hold Brad Kimes responsible for this dude or dudette having the courage to write such an email to an XRP community member and an XRPL builder. I personally do that. I'm not asking you to do that. I want to share a couple of things about the alleged Freedom Zone. I must be really wearing my Mac down. I know I got like 50 gazillion things up here. And maybe the internet's not so great as well. So when this thing decides to load, I don't feel like I have that much stuff going on here. Come on. Goodness gracious. Come on, baby. You can do it. So anyway, that was the video that Crypto Eddie posted. It was his video right here. There are permabulls and then there are permabulls, right? So it's a 3-minute thing. This is where he, goes into the losers and dipshits and all that stuff, right? In the post, there's a comment here. I want to share it with you. If I can, there it is right there. Happy Life Crypto said, ironic how the man selling the quote unquote Freedom Zone blocked me for challenging this speculation. Right? So if you agree with me, we're good. But the second you agree with me and you have a different opinion because you're willing to do your own thinking, that's what happened to the dude selling. This is what happened, right? Again, these are the actions of the dude selling the Freedom Zone. Think about that. Here's another one in case. Okay, let's see, it's here. Let me see. Here's another one. Here's another one here. This is in the comments of one of those two videos that I mentioned. I think it was the second video. Jim Hitchcock says here, 473. It's apparently 8 days ago. I have been a subscriber to this channel. This is Brad Kimes' channel. I have been a subscriber to this channel since the live stream days and have not missed a single video. I also was a member of the Insiders Telegram group. You guys remember that? I remember that. and the new Freedom Zone Patreon since it started. So we're talking about a dude who's been with Brad Kimes from the very, very, very beginning, right? Subscribing to the channel since the live stream days. Brad started his channel live streaming, right? He hasn't missed a single video. I also was a member of the Insiders Telegram group. Remember the Insiders? Remember that drama that came from that thing? Remember that? Right? And a member of the Freedom Zone that just recently started, right? Remember the Freedom Zone was started, according to Brad Kimes, because, you know, we just can't say what we want to say and talk about what we want to talk about. That Elon Musk thing ain't really about freedom of speech. So we got to start this thing and ask you to pay money to join it so that you can have freedom to say what you want to say, right? Yesterday, I made my first, according to Jim Hitchcock, yesterday I made my first critical comment on a video in the Freedom Zone. I made my first critical comment about a video in the Freedom Zone about my frustration of Brad's 3 to 5 minutes of commercials before each video and the overpriced, in his opinion, Las Vegas hype party while the price of XRP goes back into the gutter. So this comment is made in the so-called Freedom Zone. Not addressed, and I'm going to read the rest of it. I'm sure that I'm not the only one who shares this frustration. To my surprise, with no reply, I was blocked from the Freedom Zone Patreon. So much for freedom on speech. I'm definitely not a troll that Brad speaks about and really enjoys content, but I've got to say, this really surprised me. The irony. Again, I am saying this. I'm not asking you to say this. I am saying this, that I hold Brad Kimes responsible for that dude. Again, I said it twice already. I'll say it a third time. The dude is 100% responsible. He wrote it. He or she wrote that email. It's horrible. It's unacceptable. But I hold Brad Kimes in the Digital Perspective channel and the quote unquote not so Freedom Zone also accountable and responsible for that email. Because if Digital Perspective channel and Brad Kimes is willing to say these things publicly about XRP community members, what is he saying in the Freedom Zone, I wonder? I could only imagine. I could only imagine. The selling point was that it was the Freedom Zone, so that you could say and have discussions about things, right? That member who's been with Brad from the day one said they didn't even have a back and forth. Say, hey, why is it that you feel that way about the 3 to 5 minute commercials? Why is it that you feel that way, that the prices are no conversation? No, isn't it the Freedom Zone? No. The second someone agreed or disagreed with him or offered criticism, that's what happens. That's why they talk about cancel culture, because they can't take people disagreeing with them, having their own perspective, having their own form of critical thinking. You get thrown into the category of cancel culture, and then you get to be called a loser, a cancel culture asshole, a dipshit, a dum-dum. These people and malcontents. I think it's unacceptable. I think it is 100% unacceptable, that kind of behavior. I'm for freedom of speech without question, but I think that this kind of behavior is unacceptable. People have a right to disagree. People have a right to form their own opinions of things without someone yelling at them and calling them all kinds of names on the public airways. And so I hope that other XRP influencers / content creators will that kind of nonsense, because that kind of nonsense, I believe, begets the email kind of nonsense directed towards an XRP community member and an XRPL builder. So there's, fam. That's your XRP Ripple Daily News in around 0 to 2 minutes. I hope that it has been of value to you. If it has, do me a favor and hit that like button. And if you've been hanging out, watch the crypto season, you have enjoyed those hangouts, please consider subscribing to the channel. And don't forget to ring that notification bell so that you know whenever we go live, baby. And whenever we upload a video. I'm going to end this one like I do all of my videos and remind you guys of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. But that's okay, though, because you and I, we're already winning. And I would ask you to consider this, perhaps ponder the idea or notion of living your life permissionless. I'll talk to you guys soon. See you.